This has been an awesome week, period. Football's back, even though it's a preseason, but I'm glad to have it back. In tech, wow, we had some major bit of news, starting with the Pixel 3 XL leaks. Apple, hey, not only we getting one iPhone, but it looks like we're getting 3, and we got a much closer look at what to expect. To kick everything off, let's start with the big news that came out of the Barclays Center yesterday. Samsung Unpacked. So Samsung officially unveiled their Samsung Galaxy Note 9 phone. Now, let's be honest, a lot of the stuff techies already knew about because of all the leaks. Hey, but it's official now. And I'm actually impressed. So let's go ahead and start with the specs. 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display. One of the best, actually the best on the market right now. Samsung know how to do their displays, and their blacks, their colors, everything just pop. When you watch something on their phone, it is an awesome view, and Samsung continues to do a good job with that. So glad to see that. Yeah, you're gonna get an awesome display there, and to power that display, you're gonna need a big battery because people now want their phones to last all day, and Samsung been listening. So they're going to be including a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is awesome because that means the thing's going to last pretty much all day. And it's geared for gaming. With all these gaming phones out there taking advantage of their specs and stepping it up. Hey, Samsung, look, we're no slouch. We know how to do hardware, and they're ready. With the deal they just struck to have Fortnite be playable on their phone, they want to make sure they put out a phone that can handle that. And the Note 9 would do that because it will have water carbon cooling system that will make for performance awesome. We're not even done talking about a lot of the features they added on there. We're talking about the brand new S Pen, which people talked about before. Hey, that there were leaks about it having a Bluetooth radio in it, and now we know why, because it's pretty much going to be a remote, and you can utilize it to pause and play videos, music. You can use a shutter button to take a selfie or a picture, as well as control slideshows. On top of that, DeX, which is the ability to turn their phone into pretty much a desktop operating system, can be accessed by plugging in the HDMI cord into your phone and to a display. And what I like about it, what was shown at the press conference yesterday, is the fact that you can utilize it as a computer system and still interact with your phone to send text, make phone calls, or watch a video. And that just shows how powerful of a phone that is, or this Note 9 is. And to power that, you're going to have 2 variants. One is a 128 gigabyte model with 6 gigabytes of RAM, or the 512 gigabyte model with 8 gigabytes of RAM. We're talking about specs on a phone that is better than a lot of computers out there. Oh, and the one thing that Samsung do well is they listen to people years ago when we asked, can we keep an SD card there? Sure. And so not only will you have a phone with, again, 128 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of RAM, but with Samsung's new 512 gigabyte SD card, you have a phone that will have a terabyte of storage. Think about that for a minute. A phone with all day battery life, a terabyte of storage, the ability to be a computer system, the ability to play games. Man, you are looking at the ultimate package. An awesome camera, because cameras are something that Samsung continues to do well. So they're going to continue doing that. They're going to include a headphone jack. Waterproofing going to stay. We're talking about, if there's ever been a phone that was the full and total package, you're looking at it in a Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So good job to Samsung for unveiling this. And it's going to come in 4 colors. Ocean blue with the yellow S Pen, lavender purple, metallic copper, and midnight black. Personally, I'm liking the ocean blue with the yellow S Pen. That was pretty much the phone, or the phone and S Pen that we've been seeing on a lot of Samsung's press kits that was going out, and that was leaked. Overall, Samsung really did a good job with this phone. Now, $1,000, people gonna ask, yeah, I'm not quite feeling that for a phone. It's getting to a point where it's getting out of control. And I'm not gonna argue with that. But I will say this, if any phone out there is worth $1,000, I would say it's this, because it checks all the box. Specs are there. Hardware is there. You know, as far as software, you're going to get one of the best pay systems with Samsung Pay. A phone that is able to compete with these gaming phones out there. Something that I said that manufacturers needed to do. Well, you got that. And I guess all-day battery life, quick charging, whether you use wireless charging or plugging it in, this is the full package phone. And yeah, the only knock I have is the fact that it's not going to be released with 9.0 or get updated to 9.0 soon. But I know the reality is that most people don't care about that. In fact, majority of Samsung users can't even tell you what software is on. They know it's running Android. And that's it. So overall, customers who want a great device, one of the best devices out there, you're going to get it. And I know it's almost too soon to tell right now, but I think we're looking at the phone of the year already. I mean, specs wise, I don't see any other phone really competing with this thing right here. But hey, you know, we still have ways to go and other phones to be unveiled.